Let me think about what I want to say. I don't think I know. I think I speak what comes to my mind. Since they think I'm a weirdo. Here, let me show you where that feel go. High up the spirit, pure smoke. 2 albums, 3 mixtape in award. And we only on year 4. And we only getting better high low. We gon' rep for the metro, how go. Everybody wanna talk about the best flow. Everybody no more. My friends speak louder than they words. Fresh and king like a sneakers. Living life like a movie. Got a couple of sleeves. She will give up in theaters. Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I would invite you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go. Can't go, no, no. Homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you were weirdo. I got that really walking flow.
You get it shared out.
If they legalize sin, I'm a virgin. They gon' try to put us last, and that's no first. They can call me those names. Well, I've been changed. You can say that I'm love friend.
We can share right now.
Can't go, no, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you're a weirdo. It's cool with me. I don't really care about being indifferent. All I really care about is being no witness. Who should I fear when God is in my ear? All I'm hearing is people talking about the level of competition. All work, no play, so how we tripping. First so I can everybody in your crew wear the same clothes.
Anika, what's your IG tag? Your IG, what do they call it? Handle.
Sorry, but you can't go, no, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you're a weirdo. You can have it, living like a savage. You worshiping that bread, boy, you forget your cabbage. You calling like the Mavericks, giving people static. Knowing good and well, boy, you don't deserve to have it. They would change the flow up. I'm honest like poker. Honest, you don't know us. I'm drunk, but I'm sober. I take another shot, and I told you, hold up. Wait up, hold up. That's the weird hangover. You're weird. It's because I like God. It's not because you like God, brother. It's because you're weirdo. Well, weirdo! Let me think about what I want to say. I don't think I know.
That's progress, Mo.
I'm a weirdo. Here, let me show you where that feel go. High up the spirit, pure smoke. 2 albums, 3 mixtape in award. And we only on year 4. And we only getting better high low. We gon' rep for the metro, how go. Everybody wanna talk about the best flow. Everybody no more. My friends speak louder than they words. Fresh and king like a sneakers. Living life like a movie. Got a couple of sleeves. She will give up in theaters. Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I would invite you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go, no, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you're a weirdo.
You stop
really walking flow.
It's still posted.
They gon' try to put us last.
Nika making progress. She's walking without assistance. Ooh.
change. All I know, I'm still the same. The stick that's so cool, you can put that on your cool chain. Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I wouldn't invite you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go. Can't go, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you a weirdo. It's you with me. I don't really care about being different. All I really care about is being a witness. Who should I fear when God is in my ear? All I'm hearing is people talking about the level of competition. All work, no play, so how we tripping. Reverse POM, you'll understand. Well, I'm never slipping. When it's never to the game, please tell me what. Hey, level is this? So I keep touching the scene. Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I would invite you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go. Can't go, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the Lord with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you a weirdo. You can have it. Living like a savage. You worshiping that bread, boy. You forget your cabbage. You balling like the Mavericks. Giving people static. Know what good or well, boy. You don't deserve to have it. They would change the flow up. I'm honest like poker. Honest, you don't know us. I'm drunk, but I'm sober. I take another shot. And I told you, hold up. Wake up. Hold up. That's the weird hangover.
Hear this spirit in the house, though.
Look at my CMOS. Woo, one more thing.
Let me think about what I want to say. I don't think I know. I think I speak what comes to my mind. Since they think I'm a weirdo. Here, let me show you where that feel go. High up the spirit, clear smoke. 2 albums, 3 mixtape in a war. And we only on year 4. And we only getting better high low. You can rep for the metro, how low. Everybody wanna.
I was
Okay.
I'm always messing with my squads.
Oh man.
They're sharing the link.
Wake the body up.
Grand Rise.
Weirdo this morning.
Girl.
Are you on me?
I was about to get really upset. I'm like, I done got better. I done woke up and she ain't up.
How you feeling? You on mute?
Huh? This time.
Good morning. Good morning. Grand Rising, ladies.
Remember I'm on mute?
No, you're not on mute.
Whew. Got this CMOS.
I put cayenne pepper, ginger, olive oil.
Oh.
What else?
Need tea?
In my CMOS. It's like a green CMOS. I can't show it because it's filled up to the top.
Yeah, so you have cayenne pepper, olive oil,
ginger,
and ginger. Okay, I better start.
I put garlic in there.
The cayenne pepper is good for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and flaxseed. I use flaxseed. Remember, use that for lubricating the joints. Flaxseed.
Yes, I need to go get some flaxseed. I heard you guys mention that like 2 days ago.
And you gotta have a lot of water with the flaxseed, or else it's gonna just like constipate. It expands like the seam.
It makes what?
It expands. It like becomes like a gel.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to get that. I have to get that today.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, Chaz. Peace, power, and profit to everybody in the chat. Like, share, subscribe to the show. Make sure you go to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And I apologize, everybody. I had it rained. I went to the chiropractor. I worked out. I ate. That is where I felt. I had taken. I had. I had massaged myself down with that stress relief. If I could go from Bath and Body Works, it works. The stress reliever. That was it. Am I saying it right?
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus. Yes. Eucalyptus. Man, let me tell you something. That junk relaxed my body. It was a wrap. I was sleep. I was passed completely out.
Guess what though?
Huh?
Guess what though? That rest was
What's up?
important. That rest was important. Sometimes
Yeah.
we don't like we in our mind it's like I'm gonna get up every morning and do this, but if your body needs the rest to recuperate, it is going to do just that, and that's what you needed. Because I saw you work out yesterday, and that workout was hard. That was hard.
And that was what I showed you. It was only 5 on each leg. I had already did 4 sets of 10.
Yeah.
My I was impressed because I wasn't able to put pressure on my left knee like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel any pain. So
you didn't show any pain. I don't know if you went back and you watched the video. If you look at the way you everything you're doing, so I want you to go back and look at the video. That in itself should be a motivation and a push for you, Mo. Your right side you did struggle with, but you did it. That left side you did it like, I mean, you could have did more on your left leg. I ain't gonna even lie. If I was your trainer, I'd have been like, give me 5 more.
Listen, trust me, I only showed you the end.
I know he put it on you.
And I did those sliders that I had to be on my back and lift my buttocks off the ground and stretch out like that with my knees.
Yeah.
Now, so I was able to go out, but up, but then I had to come back down to bring it back in because it was my first time ever doing it. I don't think I've ever done that before. So I had to try to process, bringing it back because I'm just now not having that pain in my knee like that doing workout. So I was like trying to figure it out, and memory wise I couldn't figure out how to really get that knee to come back with those sliders.
And you know why he's getting you to do those exercises, Mo, to help with your range of motion.
Yes.
It's not only stretching you, it's helping with the range of motion, and in addition, it's strengthening those muscles in those particular areas. So as you begin to get better, the inflammation comes down, the mobilization gets better, then you can flex those muscles a lot better. Yeah. And they can support what you're trying to do. Right. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you all. Thank you all for the support. Definitely shout out Dynamic 3D out there. I'm like super amazed with those muscles around the knee. Now the hamstring, because I tiptoe and so with my squats, I don't know if y'all notice this, but I have to do, so when I go down into the squat, try to do toe raises and then come back up, because I walk in on my toes. I need to start doing heel toe, so that muscle in that knee, flex, like you just mentioned, flexes and pulls. So when I do the heel toe, it's things you don't even notice when you walk that's make a significant difference in that, while you're doing your exercises. So I'm working on the heel toe deal. And those are exercises that he brought out. And then, of course, I had to spread to the right on the slider, spread to the left. Impressive as well, because I was on my left side. I probably was like on my right side, bam. On my left side, I don't even think I was doing that much. Probably, I probably was like just pushing my feet, let it lean to the left and bring it back. So I was really able to move my left leg out to the left. So I'm super excited about that. about that range of motion as well. So I went out yesterday, after work out. I thought a lot about the foods, and so supposed to go grocery shopping and get that right, so to get a good meal prep going so that I can eat more. So sometimes, some days I get multiple meals in, and some days I fall completely off. Go ahead, Angie. Angie, you was gonna say something? Oh, I feel about him. So I'm working on the multiple meals. Well, I'm gonna work on a multiple meal deal. Go ahead.
You're muted. You're muted.
Me?
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
Oh, hold on a second. It's probably my computer.
Yeah.
No, yeah, probably
can you hear me now?
No.
You're not muted.
Anyone...
You're not muted.
Oh, it's yours, Angie.
My computer, yeah. I just had to toggle the speaker button on the Zoom.
Yeah, you were gonna say something?
Mm-hmm. No, if you're moving around, if like I was sharing in the other apps, so sometimes it does that to the sound. I have to like toggle it to get it back. So I'm sorry. I'm here.
Hey, I might not have been on, but I've been listening those few days, and I had a conversation with somebody yesterday telling them, did you know that there's glass and salt? Did you know? I was I was sharing information. I was like, hey, you need to stop doing this, stop doing that. Did you know this and know that? So, but I've completely redid my eating habits. I'm so grateful and thankful that Publix delivers. Oh goodness, but I don't have to go in the store because I got a whole bunch of. I got this meal plan. I'm gonna send you this meal plan, Mo, and it's like a lot of vegetables and everything. The only meats that I'm eating this week is chicken and salmon.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's it. We probably got the same one I have, or similar.
Probably. And you eat 4 times a day. So I've scheduled myself out like 9:30, 12:30, 3:30, 6:30 every 3 hours. I still get the oatmeal in though. That's like the early morning. So I really get 5 meals in since I be up so early. I get those 5 meals in and 15 minutes of exercise, hard, intense exercise. And Mo, I bought me a step. How about that?
You bought a what?
A step for like step aerobics.
Oh yeah, I got one of them. Yeah, that's good.
So when you ready,
you ready?
When you ready, we go.
Deshandra will give us a live class. She be stepping in the garage.
Yep. So, but yeah, my refrigerator's looking. I mean, I got greens and spinach and carrots and cucumbers and tomato. I bought, what is that thing called? Quinoa. 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 Yeah, that and something called, oh Lord, what is it called? Too early in the morning, be trying to remember stuff. Farro, Farro. Farro, yeah, that's another kind of whole grain. I mean, I think it's a mixture of 3 whole grains or something like that. That was on my meals thing, but I'm ready. I gotta get it.
You know what'll help you get it consistent with your eating, Mo?
What?
Prep your meals. Prep your meals.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this week. Go do the grocery thing. So my I want it because I want to get back into that groove. I want to go into the grocery store and pick out this the food, and we'll write it all out, plan it, go pick it all up. It's something about me trying to get back to the habit of planning out the day and then making a move because of staying in the house so long.
Yep.
So I gotta be able to get out of here and go and do it. And then, we thought about, let's get someone to do it for you. And I was like, nope, I don't want no one. I don't want nobody to do it for me, because then it keeps me in a state of dependency. And even I know people, they go crazy over women's, being independent, but I have to be independent because I'm confined. And so I have to get back. So I always say I'm not independent, I'm dependable. And I need to stay dependable. So I want to be, be able
and
to.
it'll keep you consistent.
Yes.
If somebody else prepping it for you, it's like, okay. But if you're doing it yourself, it's going to keep you consistent, because that's another area you having to put in work, because meal prep is work.
Yes. Yes. And so I like the word you use, because that's one of my 3 values: communication, consistency, and commitment. So I'm committed now to do it. I'm starting to communicate. And now I have to get consistent. So that's what I'm working on. I have to work on consistency, because I meal prep sometimes. And once that week is over, it's like, okay, you got to do this again, right? And you look again, I'm going to get up and do it. They gone. Next day come, I got to meal prep. Go, they gone. Look again, I went a whole nother week. Now I'm not even thinking about it no more. So that's just an added attraction to my trainer's list to make sure that I meal prep every week. So go out and get the food items. And now the challenge probably won't be in me meal prepping, because I'll probably find joy in making my own meal. The challenge for me is going to be indulging in those meals 3 to whatever time, because for some reason, mentally, I've gotten out of eating multiple times. And I don't know, it's because I think I'm going to gain weight because I'm eating that much. And so now, go ahead, talk to me about that. Because psychologically,
it's a mental thing, because, okay, I eat 6 times a day.
Woo.
I eat 6 times a day. Whether I'm hungry or not, I eat 6 times a day, because I know this is what my body needs in order for me to go and build up the muscles that I'm trying to obtain and break them back down and get the proper nutrients. So you have to change your mindset. And Chanisa made a good point. You're going to have to put yourself on a schedule. So whether you're hungry or not, if you get up at 6:30, it's time for breakfast. It's time for breakfast. 8:30, meal 2. 12:30, meal 3. You can't look at it like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have to look at it as if I'm having meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's like rinse, reuse, and repeat. If you look at it as you need those nutrients, because your body is doing something different now, Mo. So if you don't get in the habit of fueling your body the way that your trainer is outlining for you to fuel your body, you are not going to be able to push yourself through those workouts. Then you are going to be getting fatigued. Then you are going to start back getting into that sluggish habit, like, I can't get up and do this today, because you're not getting the nutrients that you need. And water, I know you're drinking a ton of water. Hopefully you should be up to a gallon of water by now.
I'm ready to add another bottle. I probably am ready to add another, so I could be up to 6 bottles of water. So,
but you're not trying to drink them all in this hour.
No.
Don't
do that, because when I thought that you was saying that you was drinking a gallon of water, I would drink like the 3 bottles like during the hour, the first hour when we on or whatever. I drink those 3 bottles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Them 6 glasses, 6 cups right there. So you only need 2 more. So that's
you can drink too much water at one time, Janessa, right?
I know, you could drown.
Yeah, right. Angie talked about that. Talked about that.
Washing out the vitamins.
Washing out the good ones.
Right.
Wash out all the vitamins you put in.
So those 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those 4 bottles during the day, those are your 8 cups, your 8 ounces a day,
Yeah.
So, schedule them schedule them out, you know. But yeah, I used to drink remember that time when I was drinking a gallon of water a day? I had really put on some weight, but I lost it.
Water.
You know, I was drinking all that water and I lost the weight. And I was meal prepping, which I'm getting back to meal prepping. I'm waiting for my container. My container should be here today. So Mo, we can go on live and meal prep together. When I get ready to eat, I'm gonna call you and say, Mo, it's time to eat. It's only every 3 hours, Monica. How many meals your trainer says you had to get in a day?
Accountability.
I ain't talking about that right now.
That's all right. That's all right.
Talk to each other.
Keep her accountable, Tanisha.
That's right. Shoot, if I got to do it, she got to do it, because I don't eat like that. You know, I would eat. She's on the not eating at all. I would eat one meal a day and call it a day. You know,
that's how most people are. They say, "Oh, I'm not really eating. I don't know why
that part. That's
gaining
me.
all this weight, and
that's
I don't
me.
know why I feel so bad because I don't eat this and I don't eat that."
And that was me, because I'm like, I don't even eat. Why am I gaining all this weight? You know, I may eat something in the morning because I am used to eating breakfast. So I eat something. Well, I put it at just a first meal because I wasn't up this early. Whatever my first meal was when I got up, I would eat that. Maybe snacky a little something throughout the day. And then a meal in the evening. And I'm like, but I wasn't eating a lot I'm like, why am I putting on all this weight? I'm not, But I know it. I just wasn't doing it because I've done it before and I've gotten really lazy. So it's yep, Mo, we're gonna eat 4 times a day and I'm gonna call you every time I get ready. If you don't answer the phone, that's all right. I'm gonna keep texting you.
Oh Lord, the trainer that jumped in.
That's right. Did you hear what I just told her? I'm gonna call her every time I get ready to eat. I'm eating 4 times. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I heard her. I'm listening. I've been listening since y'all got on.
So we gonna meal prep. We gonna get on Zoom or something, and we gonna meal prep at the same time, Mo. And then when it's time to eat, because I'm doing it 4 times. So when I get ready, I'm cause, hey Mo, it's time to eat. Get your meal. Let's go.
That's good.
More like,
Good morning.
Good morning. More like, what have I gotten myself into?
She know better. No, she know if I jump on the bandwagon, it's a wrap.
That's gonna be big sister mode right there. And I'm gonna have to respect the process.
Yep. Oh, she gonna be blessing me out. I don't care. You've done it before. She gonna be blessing me. I ain't gonna pay her no attention. I'm like, if I gotta eat, you gotta eat. Let's go. Hey, I'm on my second bottle of water. Where you at?
My goal this week is I got to get up to 1.5 gallons. So let's see if we can get back there.
1.5 gallons of water?
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
As a competitor, it kind of is very funny because as a competitor, people don't understand what you do, right? So they see you drinking all this water. It's like you're going to die. You're going to kill yourself. I'm like, man, my body needs all of this water. So, I mean, everybody's body is different. So people don't really understand that either. Everybody's body don't calls for the same amount of water. So, I mean, a good rule of thumb is, if you're being active and you're doing things like that, you should be trying to get yourself anywhere from 84 ounces to 1 gallon of water a day. Not all at one time, but that's a good rule of thumb for most people. But athletes doing what I do, sometimes during competition, I'm drinking 2 gallons of water a day.
Wow. I know I'm gonna get it in my psyche I'm not there. I already know. So that's an added attraction to that. That's an added attraction to that challenge. I already know that.
You're also getting your water from all of the fruits and vegetables you have, and it seems water from those sources also.
Yeah, all of which I don't eat all the time. Hi, turn your camera off.
I need to send you my list. I'm gonna send you my list. My list got avocados, asparagus, black beans, carrots, cucumbers, dill, green onion, mixed greens, red onion, tomatoes, spinach. Them all the vegetables I'm eating this week.
You ain't got to read it off.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Not interested.
Yes, you are.
Let me change.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna change it up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get up with eating on my mind all day, but I'll figure it out and make it work. I really have to do that. Like I said, the psychology of thinking that when if you eat a lot of food that you gain weight. So that's where I have to work at it mentally, that okay, if I when I eat it and I feel like I'm already full, like on that when you get to that second, because I've tried it before, and I guess that's where the fruits. But you
wasn't that active though.
No, I was walking. It was when it was 2018. We was doing a summer camp.
Oh, okay.
You gotta know which ingredients you're using that are appetite suppressants too.
That's what I was gonna. You know what? I think that, and I think Justa said something where we say if you're eating and you feel sluggish or you feel fatigue, or you feel like you can't go no more, then you eating the wrong foods, and that's probably what it was. The foods that I was eating was, like, I got to do this again. So selecting the proper meals is probably going to play a part, because when I was
eating empty calories, Mo, when you eat stuff that ain't no good for you.
Yeah.
Empty calories.
It takes more for your body to break down the dead food or things without enzymes. It takes more for your body. So you will feel, and you metabolize the most while you're sleeping. So your body is trying to get you to break that stuff down. You understand?
Right. Yeah, I caught myself eating something yesterday that wasn't supposed to be eaten because somebody told me I had to eat, and I did the wrong thing, and I got sick. I got sick. So I went back. I was like, okay, I really got to get this right, because trying to go backwards or trying to sneak something in, it's gonna tell on me every time. And it showed me out yesterday. I mean, even though I was here by myself, but I was like, oh my God, my stomach is not enough, or whatever. So yeah, we get it.
You're not alone. I still get junk food during the day, just to make it quick. Yeah. So.
Yeah, trying to cheat my way in. That's where that particular piece of discipline is gonna come in. That's one of the things. That's what I'm gonna work on is that consistency and that discipline. Just doing it, like my picture said, don't quit and do it. Simple. Yeah, no added. Huh?
And another thing, if your trainer don't put it on your list, don't buy it.
I forget that steps are a part of this 50-day.
Why you gotta look like that?
Why you gotta look like that?
I know, you see her face.
If your trainer don't put it on your list, if it's not on your list or it's not in your weekly meals, don't buy it.
Exactly. You just eat what's on that meal plan. Point blank,
because
period.
When you buy things that's outside of your scope of what you're eating, you're going to eat it if it's in the house. If it ain't in the house, you ain't gonna eat it, because it's not like you're gonna get up in the store, go to the store and get it. I don't even do that.
And you have healthy snacks.
You don't have to move around like that. We can see the list, okay? We can see that.
Your body doesn't like as much variety as we like to think it does.
Right. That's it.
The body likes like very simple things regularly. When you introduce to your body new things, it kind of goes into a shock. It don't know what to do with this. It takes some time for each transition. So if you're changing your meal drastically every day, your body is gonna be confused. Yeah, gotta get some consistency. That's why that oatmeal every day helps us.
You know, and it's funny, it's a good segue for me to come in because like even when you start training, most people they be like, my body feel crazy. And I tell them all the time, your body's going in shock. You're doing things that you've never done before. So even the concept of people throwing up when they train and stuff like that, that means that you push your body so much that all that BS you got in your body is trying to get out. It don't want to be.
Oh my gosh, I thought you weren't gonna mention that. Oh, that's right though. Y'all, you guys are laughing, but when
It's
they
real.
Real, like that is real. When you push yourself to another level, I mean, I've been in the gym where I've literally had to stop working out and go to the trash can.
Yes. Yes. It's like I had individuals say, yeah, I gotta sit down, young. My head is spinning. And I said, one, most people's heads start spinning all crazy and they feel all dizzy. You don't know how to breathe. You holding all that in, trying to push and all that. Breathe, like release, right?
It burning sugar.
Right, and then on top of that, you got so much chaos that's going inside your body. You didn't even know it. You know what I mean? So your body's literally going in shock. Like, yeah, you kind of feel like you're dying, but you're rebuilding yourself. That's all you're doing. You're rebuilding yourself. It's a hard process, man. Whew.
When you're working out and you're sweating a lot, it's good, but then you can sweat to the point where you're burning too much sugar, and you need the sugar for energy. Then you're gonna start feeling like you're about to faint. You know, you're burning fat, and then when you get to the point where you start to sweat profusely, and then you're starting to feel lightheaded, that means your sugar is burning out, and you need the good sugar, like the energy.
And that's where it go back that importance of eating.
When I first started training, I used to tell all my trainees, like, eat some bananas before y'all come see me. You know, and they used to be like, why eat some bananas? I'm like, trust me, just eat some bananas. Eat at least one full banana. And then after that, in the midst of us doing what we're doing, you can drink some water, you can Gatorade, whatever you want. This is before I even got on CMOS real hard. You know, it was just, just do that. You know, and I started seeing people changing, but the ones that didn't do it, yeah, they was getting sick. They was getting sick.
So what about the juice, solid food versus juicing? Like, everybody got quiet. Like, hell no, you need to eat.
Well, no, I mean you can juice, but juice is not going to give you all the nutrients that you need. It's just not going to. You need real food. You get more nutrients from real food than you do from juicing, because the juicing is breaking down that real food and already just giving you what it think is good. Versus if you eat real food, the food, when I say real food, that's mean like raw food. Like if you're gonna eat spinach, Angie mentioned something yesterday. African Emporium said it yesterday too. Some vegetables I don't cook that much. I might like lightly steam them or something like that. But greens, I gotta learn how to pan fry them things. I gotta learn that part. But anyway, what I'm saying is, if you just like say you cook spinach and you chop up some cucumbers and you eat that as like that's gonna be my snack. The less you cook it, the more nutrients that you have. So if you juice it, what nutrients did you get from it?
I don't know.
Exactly. And cucumbers carry a lot of water. So if you juice it, you just drunk some light water, some cucumber water. That's what you had. Celery. So the nutrients that the peel gives you, and people take that off, but the nutrients that skin give you, the seeds inside of the cucumber, all of that, you got rid of all of that.
See, I look at these juices and these smoothies as exactly how I created the company. It's just an introduction. That's all it is. Because the average person, like Ms. Brown said, is not going to eat just raw cucumbers. You know what I mean? Like, It's like you'll see a person bite into a pickle faster than they will bite into a cucumber. You know what I mean? And the concept.
Funny you say that because that's how I eat mine.
Yeah, I do the same exact thing, and I'll bite right into that because I know the concept of it, right? But it's like the more that I hear a lot of people say that I'm on a smoothie fast or a juicing fast, and they big as hell, like none taken. You know what I mean? But I be telling them like, you don't want to do that because you're not getting nothing solid in your body to help break stuff down inside of you. It's just running through you. That's all this is going to run through you like some water. That's all it's going to do. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing solid in you. So I'll say add it in. That could be the middle of your day thing. Early in the morning, eat something solid. Middle of the day.
That's a snack.
The idea with the juicing is because sometimes our colon and our large intestine are packed with old food that's just lining it up and giving it that way. So when you're juicing, it kind of gives your body a break in order to take that stuff that's been packed up, like that glue.
But let's just be real, Angie. If we eat the things we need to eat, we having a number 2 every day.
Yeah, that part.
And then the chewing of the eating is important. Like when you're chewing is important. This is why fruits are so great, or any veg. If you're chewing, then it starts the metabolism, the metabolic process. And when your mouth produces saliva and you swallow it, that is what's gonna kickstart your metabolism. That's why people who cannot eat in the hospital, that's why if you show them pictures of food, it actually starts their saliva to produce saliva. So as they're doing that, their metabolism starts to work. It's like a machine. So some people are resistant food, like as they get older, and you have to do things subliminally in a way sometimes to trigger their appetite. So if you show them pictures and they start salivating, it'll start the metabolic process, and they'll want to eat something. You understand? But if you're drinking the juices constantly and you're not producing as much saliva as you would when you're chewing, then it's not going to sustain you. Like juices like Ensure that they feed the older people in the hospitals and the nursing homes, those do not help you to thrive. And we are talking about eating foods that help us to thrive. You understand? So the live foods, nutrient-rich foods. That's it.
And to each his own, Mo. I think people get I don't know how everybody feel about this, but I think we get on this fad like because somebody say, "Oh, I juiced for 30 days and I lost 15 pounds." We want a quick slim in a bottle. It don't work that way.
I'm learning that.
When I was younger, people juice for the wrong reasons. I think people juice for the wrong reasons. And you kind of alluded to that, like, like people just try to drink a shake, too, like David said, like, oh, I'm just gonna have this smoothie. But if you're not putting any type of protein in it, you're not adding a fruit to it, and you just juicing a juice, you're gonna be full, you're gonna be hungry in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna grab that bag of chips. So what was the purpose of you juicing? None.
Woo, you just girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, man, like I eat. Like I eats. You know what I'm saying? And I eats good all day long. And you gotta, and I'm moving all day long. Like it's the okay. So I want you ladies to think about this. The ones that don't think about this, use this on your daily conversation with people. Every single person knows what it's like to have a vehicle. We all know what it's like to have a vehicle. We all know what it's like for that vehicle to break down. We all know what people feel like when a vehicle breaks down. The thought is you can get out of one vehicle and get into another vehicle and keep your life going, but you cannot get out of one body and get into another body. But a car and a body works the same exact way. It works the same exact way because it was created by man, because man understood how our body was created. So he was like, okay, let's make this a machine. Just like Ms. Brown said, let's make this thing a machine. So if you make it a machine, if you make your body a machine, then you always know how to fix it. You know how to fix it, but you got to understand the machine. If you don't understand the machine, there's no way you're going to know how to fix it. That's why most people go around with flat tires, meaning one side of their body is heavier than the other, and they limping. Or they got somebody ransacked them in the back, meaning they got a big old stomach, so they got a dip in their back now, so they walk with their stomach poked out. Or somebody rammed them from the front, meaning they got a hunch in their back because they didn't know how to understand how to really take care of their body, or it's just genetics, one or the other. But most of the time, it's a person didn't know how to take care of their body. So we as humans, we got to understand the concept of the body, how it can really electrify itself when it comes to food, and then move in that manner, and other people will see it and they're going to want to know. They're going to just want to know, just in general. I know every time Miss Brown goes somewhere, they're like, damn, how the hell did you get yourself to look like that? You know what I mean? Even if they don't want to get to that point. Like my common goal was, I just wanted to look like an action figure. That's it. Because I understood what an action figure looks like. When you look at the action figure, you can't pull nothing on them. The skin is so tight to the point that it's structured real nice. I want to look like that. Even if I don't get to that point, at least I know that's the goal that I'm working towards. You know what I mean? So think of your body as a vehicle. If it gets broke down, you're done. You can't get into another vehicle. So my body is this vehicle. This is the only vehicle that I have to drive through this life. I got to make sure this vehicle is always intact, no matter what.
And once you get in tune with it, when you start feeling certain things, you know how to fix it. Like, for example, I've been down. So I told you guys when I first came on the chat, like I haven't been able to work out and I've had to take like a month off. So last week for 3 days straight, I had a headache and I was like, God dang, why is my head hurt? I'm like, I'm eating, I'm doing everything I need to do. But last week was my first week getting back up, moving around, going up and down the stairs and all of that. Guess what I hadn't been doing? My body's used to over a gallon of water a day. I was barely drinking 64 ounces of water. So my body was trying to get dehydrated. People think because you're not doing anything, oh, I don't got to drink this water. I can sip a little bit here. No, dehydration is real. But if you're not in tune with your body, then you're not going to know what you need to do to fix it. Like you said, it's like that car. Oh, good list, David.
Yeah, that was a good metaphor for it, for how to take care of the body. Yeah, that hit home. I was thinking when you were saying in reference to the maintenance of the vehicle, how you get the oil change every 3,000 miles. And so I just look at that, you taking the old out and put the new in as getting, the colon cleanse and rejuvenating the body, or how you have the maintenance plan. We used to have a PMCS checklist in the military, and how you had your daily checklist, you had your monthly, you had your quarterly, you had your annual. So that's what was going through my mind. David, they want you to put up, can you, yes, I'm gonna send you the price charts right now. Can you say something so you can get that, so we can get the chart on the screen? They was asking about it on the YouTube. So just start talking and you're gonna flip to the screen.
All right, so what it do, world? It's your boy, Mr. Turn Down for What 100, because I keep it 100. Mr. Who Wants Smoke. I want to come to you top of the morning and say thank you for having me on this channel. I am super excited about hanging out with the infamous Momo. Y'all may know her as something else. I call her Momo because we out here making moves. You know what I'm talking about? So the concept of life, right? The concept of life is understanding what your purpose is. Everybody has a purpose, okay? So I'm just going to say a couple little fun facts that I think about on a daily basis to keep me going. And these are things that's on my vision board. I look at my vision board every single day. Fun fact, if you don't have a vision board, get to it, right? This is the second day of February, second month of 2021, we have all experienced something that was tragic. Some people lost family members. Some people lost jobs. Some people lost opportunities. Some people lost their freaking minds. So we all have to position ourselves in a different manner when it comes to this life thing, right? One of the biggest things a lot of people don't know about me is that I did lose somebody to this health thing before this whole pandemic came about. This was years ago. You know, I lost my pops to colon cancer. Now, the irony in that is that it's things that's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. And because of society and how we was taught, certain information wasn't given to us for us to know how to live longer and live healthy. It just wasn't given. So once I learned about certain things and I was exposed to certain things, it really put me in a different mindset. You know, in 2016, I created a vision board, and I haven't shown my vision board to a lot of people. You got to come to my you got to be in my space to see something like that. You know what I mean? Or I have to feel real confident about you to be able to share even one thing that I may have on my vision board, you know, because it's my vision. And what people fail to realize is when you give your vision out sometimes, either a person can bamboozle you and make moves off your vision, or they can straight downplay your vision. And if you're not strong enough, and if you don't believe, and if you don't have faith, you ain't gonna have no vision no more. It's gonna be gone. You're gonna start buying into everybody else's vision. And I was that person at one point in time. I had a big vision. People just kept stomping on it because they didn't believe in not just the vision, they didn't believe in themselves, but me personally, I'm thinking they didn't believe in me. You know what I mean? So I just started doing different things. But once I created my vision board, I put certain things in my vision board to make sure I remember what my purpose is. My number one thing I see every single day is the 5 Ps. One of my cousins in California, shout out to Michael Carter Lifestyle. You know, look him up on Instagram, Michael Carter Lifestyle. That's my guru fitness guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin. He out Cali doing big things, training celebrities and all that other crazy mess. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when I went out there and I was living out there, and I ran across of him, and I ain't seen him in years, like since I was a little kid. You know, like I didn't think he was gonna recognize me, right? But when I seen him, I'll never forget, before we really got deep into our conversation and just like really just brainstorming with each other, he said something to me that stuck. And because I wanted to figure out how he got the way he was, because I felt like Money Mike off Friday After Next when he seen Damon. You know, when he gave me a high five, I'm like, whoa! Like he was so strong that he pulled me in so fast. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to embrace me with love, because that's my cousin. But I was blown away by his physique. Like, oh my goodness! Like he like could have broke me in half just now if he didn't know me. You know what I mean? So he said the 5 Ps. The 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I've heard people heard that in different sororities and fraternities, but I heard that from my cousin, and he ain't part of none of that stuff. So I don't know where he heard it from, but it stuck with me. The 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you think about it from a regular day-to-day, if you properly prepare yourself every single day, then you prevent yourself from having a poor performance throughout the day. And that's how I look at it every single day. So no matter what I'm doing, I know that I'm going to at least put myself in a position to be properly prepared. Some people probably prepare themselves differently than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm kind of on the same page as me and Miss Brown. Like, I done got up already, did my push-ups, did my sit-ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm already 100 in on both. I know throughout the day I'm going to get more in, but I at least started my body off with that, just so I can have an understanding. And I drunk some water. That's the only thing I've done. Brush my teeth, of course, you know, but other than that, I ain't done nothing else. I've just been sitting here chilling, watching this, you know. But something else I got on my vision board that I'm going to tell you guys. Intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings. Where are you going? Let me say that one more time. Intelligence without ambition is a bird without wings. Where are you going? it's a lot of people out here in this world that has a lot of intelligence. They're very, very smart. Some people maybe just be called book smart. Some may be called street smarts. Some may just be called brilliant icons. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have the ambition to go with that, it's just like a bird. Have you ever seen a bird fly into a window? I have. I've seen it before. They just flying around. They all ambition, but they just flying around. They have no direction whatsoever. You gotta have direction. That's the intelligence. That's that discipline you got inside of you. That ambition gonna take you a whole lot of places. I'm gonna say one more thing. Last thing I'm gonna give you guys. Last thing, right? Imagination is everything. It's the preview to life coming attractions. Imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions. How many people really zone out and imagine different things? You know what I'm saying? I can look at Miss Brown pictures and I can tell from that very, very first picture, she already imagined herself on that stage with a big old smile, shredded before it happened. I already know that. She probably sat back after she took that picture and just looked at it. And just like, man, I want to change that. I want to change this. Right? And it was before it probably came before wanting to be in competition. It was just a thought process of, I don't like the way that part of my body looks. Because I know I did the same exact thing. Most people that's really, really serious about their journeys of change, they do that. That's why I tell every single person, take a picture of your body. I told Mo to do that when I first met her. Take a picture of your body. Just take a picture. So you can have something to reflect on of where you came from. I got a picture that I took on January 6, 2018, the very first day I walked into the gym before I picked up any weights or anything. And when I sit back and I look at that thing, I'd be like, wow, every single time. And I show people too. Now I got a little transformation joint I'll put up there for you guys so y'all can see that too. You know, I'll show you that. Because the concept behind what you do is about how bad you really want it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like I came up with these different things in the gym. Mr. Who Wants Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked at one day, my cousin was giving me some smoke and my body was on fire. Like it was on fire. And I was like, whew. I was trying to gather myself like, whew. I couldn't believe how I felt. Like I was like, whew. Let me get this together. Hold up. You know, I had to sit down for a second, just chill because it was crazy. Like it's the way I felt, it was crazy. All right. So if you look at these pictures right here, the one in the middle at the top, that's my very first day in the gym. But the picture before that was an event that I did with my mom's and my sister. It was an all-white event right in front of the Capitol, the United States Capitol, right there where all those people ran up in there. That's a side note. It's crazy, right? It was a whole bunch of black people right there. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a whole bunch of black people right there on the street. And we was 11 blocks deep. Everybody dressed in white. I don't even know the name of that joint, but it's something that started in Paris or something that my sister be doing. And we did to that, right? So we out there, we had all white on. And you could tell by my frame of what I look like from my other pictures. Like I was literally standing straight up, but my back was hunched over because of the way my body was set up. I ain't had no chest, no nothing. My stomach was poked out more than my chest. You know what I mean? So it was just a process I went through. You know what I mean? That one on the left and the bottom in the corner, that's when my cousin used to beat me up. I mean, he used to beat me up. And I used to want it because I just wanted something different. Because I just didn't want to look like a little kid. Because I ain't no big frame. You know what I'm saying? I ain't standing 6 foot. I'm staying over here in a little 5'8" body frame. You know? So I say all that to say is, man, we got to stay focused, man. Be nothing less than great. Greatness is within everybody. Shout out to Les Brown. You know what I'm saying? Shoot for the moon. If you don't get to the moon, you're going to lay amongst the stars. Let's get it. We out here. That's my cue.
That was a mouthful, Mo. That was David. That was, hey, well, I was like, dang, how he in my brain? Believe it or not, though, people don't believe it. Bodybuilding is something I've been wanting to do since I was probably like 14. But it did get to a point where I looked at that picture and I was like, oh, girl. Because I've always worked out. And like he say, sometimes you have to have that, I'm going to say that come to yourself with yourself. I was like, oh, girl. What woke me up was we travel abroad a lot. So we were on a vacation and one of our friends took a picture and sent it to me. I don't know if you ever seen it, Mo, the picture of me like in the beach in a 2-piece bathing suit. I was like, who in the hell is that?
You got that on your Instagram.
I was like, who is that? My husband was like, girl, you look, baby, I love all of you. I was like, but I don't love all of me. So, bro, next level. So I said that to say, is this important? Anybody could love the way you look, but if you don't love the way you look, like David said, what are you going to do to change it? What are you going to do different tomorrow than what you did today to change it? People don't realize just getting up and going for a 20-minute walk every day is better than sitting on the couch all day. You got so many things accessible to your hand. We make so many excuses about our health. Oh, I can't go to the grocery store. Oh, I can't cook this. Oh, I can't buy this. Oh, I don't have time to work out. Oh, I got to do all of this. Oh, we make so many excuses when it comes to our health. But when it comes to get up and going to slave at somebody's job, we there 10, 15 minutes early and we there 10, 15 minutes late. We got to make our health a priority. If we don't, nobody else will. Not the doctors, not the medication, not anybody. Mo, you said it yesterday. They never trying to treat the problem. They just trying to get that insurance money or get you on a number board to get to the next patient. So you have to make your health a priority. If you don't, then I don't know what to say. So I am going to do something. So David, you just put some fire under my behind. Yes, I am starting to do personal training now, finally. I wasn't going to do it, but I was like, yep, it's official. I'm doing it. My certification will be complete soon. But in March, on March 1st, Mo, so when you're done with your 60 days, I am going to do a 30-day online challenge where you can enroll in this program online, all your workouts. It'll be a standardized meal plan, kind of just trying to get you to eat right, things like that. And it'll be a flat fee and you'll have accountability in that group and you'll have everything right there at your fingertips. You'll have videos of how to do the exercises. You'll get a weekly check-in with me. If you want one-on-one sessions, I'm going to offer that. And if you're not locally, I do virtual sessions as well, because tell them, David, we don't have to be right there to train you. I can be sitting right here from my phone and I can train you just like I'm right there with you in the gym.
Look, the funny thing about it is, all it takes is just a little bit of time, a little bit of space. You know, people make this thing hard, man. Like I love calisthenics. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about calisthenics, you know what I mean? Like one thing I grew up watching was Kung Fu movies, right? I love Bruce Lee. I love, you know what I'm saying? Ip Man. You know, I could sit back and watch that for hours, because these individuals never really touched any weights. They really just manifested the inner being that they had, that inner power. And I think that is so fantastic when it comes to what God created or whatever your creator is. Like, real talk, it's mind-blowing to me. So when I sit back and I watch that, I be like, yo. And then when I sit back and I watch certain people on the Instagram, you know what I'm saying, in different places all across, and like in Africa, Europe, you know what I'm saying, I want to go. Have you? I don't know if Miss Brown been there. I think she been there, but Tumblr Jungle in Mexico.
No, Tulum.
Oh, Tulum, yeah, Tulum.
Yeah, I want to go. I
want to go there as well too. You know what I'm saying? It's an outside jungle gym, like real live. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they got rocks and wood. You know what I'm saying? That they cut. They made out of weights and all that. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I want to go there. You know what I mean? And then I remember the first time that, you know, I actually paid attention because I went to Miami. Only been to Miami what? I want to say twice or maybe 3 times. And the first time I went, I was 20 years old, you know, and I just was living a certain type of lifestyle where I was able to get places and ID didn't matter. You know what I mean? So I wasn't thinking about no fitness or nothing like that. So when I went out there in I want to say that was 2019 when I went out there, and I seen they had a whole workout section on the beach. Oh man, I was excited. And I've really been turned out ever since then, because the concept of working out outside is something I enjoy. I always played basketball. You know, like it didn't matter what time of the year it was, we was playing ball. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you guys don't know, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in PG County. And if y'all don't know about PG County is the mecca when it comes to basketball. We got more people came out of PG County that went to the NBA than most people know of. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? So they created in PG County itself, they created a mecca for us as Black individuals to be safe, to not get in trouble, and basketball was our outlet. So we got so many different park and recreations. If you go to PG County, you know what I'm saying, that a child can go to and play basketball inside and be safe, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Or they got the outside joint. We got basketball courts everywhere in PG County. So when the pandemic hit, yeah, we were sick. Everybody in PG County was sick because they took their basketball rims down. Like they literally across the whole entire county. So they was like, yeah, you gotta stay in the house. So the concept of being able to work out, it really hurt a lot of people in that area. That's why I gravitated down to South Carolina, truth be told, because they were still out here living. People were still moving around and all that. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Let me see what the deal is out here. You know, I'm gonna keep myself safe in the whole 9, but hold up, if I can still thrive my business and I can recruit some individuals, I can still help them out in this fitness arena, and we could be outside, the weather is amazing. Yeah, my first month and a half out here, I had like 2 or 3 clients that I was training outside. Yeah, you stand over there, I stand over here, but we gonna make it happen. So I was just motivated, just super motivated. So you gotta grab that motivation from somewhere. Where's your motivation at? Why are you doing what you're doing?
Best workouts are outside.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get outside and get it in. Like, I done told people in my virtual, like, if you don't feel comfortable being in your house, like, go outside on your back porch, go in your garage, go do something, go somewhere that you feel like you move somewhere. Just because you are quarantined or whatever case may be. Like, just go do something so we can get it in. Don't make no excuses. Just go do something, you know? Like, I got a YouTube channel. You know, if you need a little motivation, go to my YouTube channel. Go check out my promo video. Yeah, that'll motivate you real live, because I'm doing things that people ain't never seen before. And at the same time, I'm motivated to show people how to get to that point. I came across a young lady yesterday in the gym. I was blown away. She doing pull-ups. I said, oh man, look at her. Anytime I see a lady doing pull-ups, it's exciting to me, because you're motivated to get something that you don't know nothing about. And that's exciting. Because once I showed her, she was like, I thought pull-ups was dealing with just your arms. Nah, that's your back, sweetheart. You can't pull your whole body up with just your arms. You got to use your back muscles. That's one of your biggest muscles you got in your body. And then once I showed her the technique behind it, she was like, oh man, I feel all these different muscles I didn't even know I had. So I'm telling you guys, man, you got to be motivated to be nothing less than great, man. Like, real talk, man. Like, I'm excited, man. I want to talk to you offline, Ms. Brown. Real talk. Get excited.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Hit me up on Instagram.
I sure will. What you got for us, Mo? I know you got some words for us now.
Yeah. This is listen, I appreciate everybody who contribute. You guys are helping out in more ways than none. I'm getting inboxes, I'm getting phone calls. They're loving the content, they're loving the information. While I go through my challenge and my journey, it's helping me. You know how they say, tear them down to build them back up. You guys are very inspirational. You do it with professionalism. Just Chandra. So I met just so everyone on here I've met in person. So I've kind of know who you are, and you want to be around people who are consistent and can stand on their square and be confident in what they're doing, so that they can guide and lead you. Everyone knows I toss this word out a lot on the stream about security and safety and just being just feeling like that support is there. I know you all talk about virtual a lot. My challenge is having somebody there because of where I come from. In reference to the injury, I can't stand when somebody called me disabled, because I'm not. I absolutely hate when they put me in a space of no return. And so I think somewhere down the line, I internalized the fact that somebody had to be there in order for me to progress. And so I'm working on the the concept of, you could do it and it can become a daily lifestyle. And so with that is the factor of being able to move around and not having the presence to say, okay, if someone is here and I move around, I feel like I'm going to have a safety net and nothing's going to happen. But dismissing that fear to individually saying nothing's going to happen anyway. And so I totally appreciate my trainer, Dynamic 3D, because every time I say something out of the ordinary that sounds like I need, it's a combat of it. And so I know it takes strength to deal with Bonica Lamb, especially in these times, because I just do the weirdest stuff temporarily. It doesn't last very long. I just do it. And it's because I picked up antics along the way. And so one of the things that keeps us in the state that we are, because we allow the antics to become the norm. And so changing that whole mindset of, this is not something that you want to keep attached to you. You don't want that, because that's not the lifestyle that you really want to live. It puts a certain characteristic on you that you're not even comfortable with, but you're doing it. And so you're embracing things that doesn't make any sense, or is not gonna be energetic, or it doesn't ignite anything great, so to speak, but you're doing it. And so it's antics that I picked up along the way that I'm learning to dismiss and not allow it to be present or to be consistent in a daily conversation. And so to hear the metaphor of using the vehicle, I think that was probably the strongest thing that stuck out, because I have something to relate it to. And I shared before, but one day we was in our garage and my trainer said, you gotta stop looking at where you came from and what you did and how you was, and you have to do something new. And I could tell you, and I probably need to be journaling and writing this down, because I'm sure I'm not the only person with the struggle of getting back into an active life. When I say that, I don't say that in the content of just moving around, just exercising. I'm talking about, when I say active, I mean living life. As the song says, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. for me, that whole statement of living your best life is being able to have a normal daily duration throughout the day. Getting up, getting groomed, getting your personal hygiene in, getting that whole pampering thing going, getting dressed, feeling good and looking good about what you got on, how do you look, being able to walk out whatever, maybe you're going to work, being able to perform that duty, leave that duty, get involved with something that you like, coming back home, taking care of your home front, taking care of your kids if you have them, relaxing your spouse, significant other, tighten up the home front again, relaxing, whether you're watching a movie, getting engaged in anything, whether it's media related, freshening up again, relax, go to sleep. Getting back to just that right there, and it's with ease, planning out your future, whether it's vacationing, to temporary little day trips, whatever, right? Just being able to get back to the moment of living is super important. And so the newness of it all, I'm on day 9, right? I'm on day 9, and I realized, I think, I'm not sure, I don't know if it's Jashandra or someone else who said it, it's not a speedy process. Getting back to a healthy lifestyle, getting in shape, from changing your eating regimen to training your body to moving throughout the day is not a quick fix. It is not microwavable. It's not something you could get. I ask about the juicing and that's liquefying for a reason. Because when you're going on a journey, you have different subject matter experts out there. They're doing different things. And liquefying was one of the things, meal replacement things. And I was looking at a lot of what I'm trying to do, because I have a goal. I have a vision that I never expose. And then I have some goals that I never expose. And then I have some stuff that I do share that I want to get to. But I was picking out all of these quick fixes that wasn't working. And I say this sometimes, and Chalisa probably hear me say this, and I'd be like, man, I'm stuck in the Carolinas. I'm stuck for a reason. And I gotta get out. I gotta get out of this thing. But what I realized is that although all the tools that I've collected over the years, from skills, different varieties of skill sets, from education to abilities, has me on a higher level that I can't act out right now. Because somewhere between the going to combat and the PhD program, I lost my way. Right? And that was a matter of, because before that, doing things the right way, as far as everything you guys spoke right in reference to eating, in reference to taking care of your body, in reference to, making sure everything was right or moving the way it needs to, was a timely thing, and I did it with ease. And somewhere between coming out of combat and not completing that PhD, getting to the dissertation phase and not completing the task. So I would say somewhere between not fulfilling more than 20 years in the military and not completing the PhD did something to me. And so I've not been able to complete a task. And I think that it played real relevant in, you know, me taking care of my body. It's almost like you feel like, wow, you just let your whole life down because you didn't complete some major milestones. So although I was able to retire, not being able to get, so I had it all planned out. The vision was there. I had 4 things I wrote out, and I got all the way to the end. And there's one other thing that I don't want to expose, but you know, I got all the way to the end, and it was working, and I seen it, and I was doing it, and I was there, and then push pause. And so I think it did something to the mindset for me, not being able to achieve. And so now, when I think about doing something new, it's like a brick wall. And so I'm like right at the edge. And so these conversations is definitely necessary. All the information that you're bringing out is piquing and igniting the fire. And you know how when you learn to barbecue, I'm talking about with the coal. I'm talking about having the nice grill, and you're taking the charcoal and you soak it with the lighter fluid, and you let it set, and you light it up, and it blaze a fire, and then the fire dies down and the coal stays hot, and it gives off this awesome aroma, and you put on whatever it is you decide to grill, and you create a great product. That's at some point I allow the grill to be present, the coal to set in, and it was nothing to ignite the fire. And so these conversation has ignited the fire. And so where I'm at in that process is not pouring water on it and keep dying it out. So you know how the wind comes, you're barbecuing, and the fire is gone, and the wind blows, and it blows blows out all the fire. So somewhere there's this little antic that keeps blowing out my fire. And so this is why I can appreciate that added conversation on these lives, because I have to get to a point where the fire continues to burn so the coal can get where it needs to be, so I can create the finished product that I want to be. And so I appreciate you all. So the encouragement out there for Latrice, I see you, sis, for those who are challenging themselves in their own way and who's decided to ride the journey along with me, is what are you doing to, or how are you going about creating a pathway so that you could continue to keep your fire burning? It's kind of like folks say you keep the honey in the moon when you're having relationships. What are you doing, you know? And then once you identify it, then stick with it and create that consistency. So my strongest 3 values is communication, consistency, and commitment. So somehow I've fixed the point of communication. I'm committed to getting out of this stuck area. And then consistency. So the 7-day deal, I've gotten over the hump, because 7 days was like my end point. And then I would just go totally backwards. I have not purchased any sunflower seeds. So I'm on day 9. So now that I'm over the hump, I done got rid of one of my issues that was probably holding the water weight, because I know I was getting too much salt and too much sodium out, but I did it. I just did it. So I haven't purchased any. I don't plan to purchase any. And I don't plan to fulfill that void with something else that's going to cause another problem. So I'm getting my water in. No, I have to do more. Got my vitamins in. Did that. Got sea moss going this morning. I'm eating the breakfast. I don't even. I can honestly tell you guys that I am 44 and I have never been consistent with eating breakfast ever. Not even when I had to get up every morning, 6:30, get out there and run 3 to 5 miles, whatever. I still would eat it. I would skip it. So I think I've hit two milestones, and I plan to keep it that way. And I'm not doing this to check a block. There's no checklist that I have of what I want to do, because I want it to become a lifestyle. I want to be able to love on myself again. And I damn sure gonna get in the 2-piece. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Listen, if you can let y'all be in my inbox about me in these tights. Wait till I get in these boy shorts or this 2-piece. Listen, I'm single. I ain't got nobody to say don't do or what you're not. I ain't represent nobody. I ain't in no organization. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, when I get it right, you might as well just unfriend me. Pastors, ministers, all y'all out there, I don't care. It won't even matter.
Say that, Mo.
The change and the transition from what just happened in this last 4 years is excruciating. I don't wish it on nobody. I will tell you this though, to be able to get to the point to do something about it is overwhelmingly, and I'm gonna use my trainer word, amazing. I never thought I would get off the stairs. I never thought I would be able to walk them back up or down. When I walked into an occupational rehab field at the VA and was trying to get adaptation to build another room on my first level, and that lady said, use the equity out of your home and go buy you another home, I knew it had got real for me. I knew at that point, out of all the benefits I have and entitled to, that if I wasn't gonna get no assistance, that I needed to get myself together. I knew that the day that I sat on those stairs and cried my face red, and I'm a dark-skinned chick, right? That things had gotten real and that I needed to do something. But even from that day, I had to learn that it's a process. I had begun to get involved with everything fast. Everything had to be done right now. Janisa, I tell you, we was doing something. No, I couldn't wait for tomorrow. I had to do it right now. I had to complete the entire thing right now. We're going to write a grant. We had to do it all in a day. Burn midnight oil. I couldn't wait till the next day.
We burned a lot of midnight oil. And I was like this, come on, Mo, can we do this tomorrow? No, I was like,
And so this is a learning process for me, that the process, it doesn't take, it's not going to be overnight, but it's over time. And the closest thing I have to prove that point has been my sister Deshandra. Looking at her 18 to her now, watching her go live on Instagram, seeing how she maneuvers. And I don't think I've seen a complaint video, but I've seen a transformation video. And being able to see something live, to know it, to see it work is like, okay, you could do this too. You could do it. Going through the training transition with Men Empowerment Nation, shout out to Antonio Session, to having to threaten me not to help if I didn't do something better, right? And then I got that same threat yesterday. So, it gets real. But being able to know, hey, it's a process, and your results are going to be well more rewarding than you trying to speed it up or rush. What are you rushing for? What are you standing for? I have my reasons, but then I also have to know that those reasons that in which I'm looking for, that I want so bad, is going to manifest but I have to go through the process. So I have to stop. I have to take my time to relax and enjoy the moment. We have in line dance, Shanice and I, the company that we have First Dance, is remember the dance, enjoy the moment, and share with others. I'm remembering.
Why we never put that on a shirt?
I I know, right?
We need to get a shirt.
So with this moment, what I want to do, I want to remember, what I've been through, but I want to enjoy my process of going through it. And I'm definitely wanting to share it so that I can actually, oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
You was on a roll. I was gonna let you get with it. I was like, oh,
okay. So one of the other things I do, which is one of the visions and the goals, is I want to be able to do that project management, to be able to lead people into projects, be able to get those contractual services. And so Chanice has been our first success story, our real first personal success story in getting a contract on employability and training and job readiness. And so our first difficult task was not just training people who had abilities, but training visually impaired. And so our first experience with it at the gate at the end of last year was a challenge. Because we was talking as if we were talking to people who could see. I knew I would, and so it was a challenge. And we didn't think that it would be one in which we would ever go back to or even get called back to. And so we got the email to come back and start again in March. We have a meeting in 15 minutes that we have to get prepared for. And so that particular vision is there. And we've actually accomplished it, and we did it with professionalism. And so I need to be able to get myself together so that when we do present, it was heartbreaking to watch Chanisa to stand and present by herself, and then me having to go and not be standing and present because we're dynamic on the stage. But that was heartbreaking, and that was a feeling I didn't like. So I need to get there, and I know it's going to be a process. Again, I appreciate all of you guys. Somebody get emotional on that last point, and keep the content coming, keep the information coming. The motivation is there, but it's one little thing that's plaguing that I'm gonna work on, and it's day 9, so I got a ways to go, and I don't want to dwell on how the time because I want it to be a lifestyle. And thank you all, Latrice and Katasha and everybody else out there who are participating, Brandy, Tasha, Sherry, all of you guys who are in the corner motivating, sending out those motivational notes, Angie. And just keep it coming. And I remain consistent. I had a bloopers moment this morning, but thank you all for still coming out and support. I thought I was going to be here by myself because I screwed up. So that shows the dedication to my journey that you have for me. And I want to, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate you all, but we really have to go because they're going to be logging on and waiting for us. And I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to set up the Zoom.
No. You should have got an email that has the Zoom in it.
Okay, so thank you all, and I see you all. Angie, I'll see you this evening, possibly Chinese this evening in training. Anybody else out there, we're training. Got to be on the financially focused team though, because the Tuesday night's training you can't get for free. And Wednesday, I see you all in live. Don't forget Wednesday, we have our sister Deshonda. She's going to be giving us some information medically that we don't want to miss. And even though it's going to be women in nature, men, you are definitely privy to it because you have significance, you have girlfriends, you have wives. And so when they're going through these things, you need to know how to care for them. Okay, so look out Wednesday, Urban Economic Empowerment Show. We'll have our sister as a guest. And then we also have Chanisa coming up as well, talk about her program so we can get you guys at those who may have businesses who want to get your employees online and all of that great stuff. So we got a lot going on. 2021 is going to be great. So let's do it, you guys. Don't quit. Just do it. Peace.
Peace music.
Yes, I got you. It's coming. It's going. It's going. What do it? What do it? Hold on. There we go. So my theme song today. Listen, all of the music I played, the reason I play that music, I know folks like, what am I playing? I used to manage music artists. They have mixtapes and they have albums. And so I love the music. And so I put the notes of what it is and where you can find it. And I told them that I'll be playing their music on my streams in the morning so that people wanted to go out and support them and buy it. All the mixtapes is free. 2 albums on iTunes, CD Baby, and all of that great stuff. If you have sons out there, in particular their sons, it's good for everybody. But if you have sons out there and they like rap, you know, they want to develop some morals, they want to do right, they want to listen to some clean music sometimes, these guys be flowing, okay? So this would be really good music to download for them, get them in the mindset. So the song I chose this morning is Weirdo, right? Because I'm acting really weird right now. We're all getting together.
Let me think about what I want to say. I don't think I know. I think what comes to my mind. So they think I'm a weirdo. Here, let me show you where the feel go. High up the spirit, juice smoke, 2 albums, mixtape and award, and we only on year 4. Yeah, we only getting better, I know. Go back for the metro, how go? Everybody talk about the best flow. No more. My first speak louder than their words. Fresh in the king like a sneakers. Living life like I'm weed, got a couple juice meat. She will be like in theaters. Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I'm worried about you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go, no, only case closed. We ain't talking about the low with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo? No, you're a weirdo. I got that Willy Wonka flow. I'm a nerd. If they legalize sin, I'm a purge. They gon' try to put us last. Yeah, ask them first. They can call me those names. I'm a weirdo. It's insane. He all about the money. Yeah, who changed? All I know, I'm still the same. I'm here to speak. Who changed? Everybody in your crew wear the same clothes. I'm worried about you out to a party, but it's gnarly. Sorry, but you can't go, no, homie, case closed. We ain't talking about the low with the case low. Why? It's because I got a halo?